Welcome to the Earth Engineers channel once again. Thank you for watching our videos. To our beloved subscribers, we very much appreciate your support and we say thank you. And if you're watching our videos for the first time, we as well thank you for that, and we encourage you to always do. And in case you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. In this video is a CCTV project which was successfully done by the Earth Engineers Limited. Different cameras were already installed and connected to their respective switches. What we are covering today is how we set up the control center and how we managed to connect the various cameras that were 500 meters away from the main control center. The video started by showing you the general overview of the factory where work was done. Now we are showing you the room where the control center is going to be set up. In this room you can see it's empty, though it has some of the materials we're going to use in setting up the control center. You can see the trunkings, the screens, the power backups, etc etc. The very first step was setting up the trunkings and laying the cables to the position where the NVRs were going to be positioned. Planning your work very well always saves you time and also helps the work to move smoothly. After doing some of the trunking, assembling the NVR rack is the next step. Sometimes setting up the rack is tricky, but we just have to read the manual patiently for the guidelines and everything gets easy. We have some videos on our channel on how a rack can be assembled in details, so check out our videos in case you need to know more about setting up a rack. Upon finishing up with assembling, the rack is fixed in its position. Now that we've determined the position of the rack, cables are installed and the conduits are covered like you are seeing here. A good security system should always have a power backup, so the stand for the inverters and the batteries is also put in place in its respective position. Remember, this is an empty room which is going to have around 4 NVRs and around 5 to 6 large screens, so we had to do some metal fabrication, and this metal fabrication is going to act as the stand that is going to hold our screens in position. These screens are supposed to be in the same straight line, because this is a control center whereby the screens have to be aligned properly for proper viewing and maintenance of the system. On the fabricated metal structure, TV holders are fixed like you're seeing in the video. This is going to help us hold the different TVs in their respective positions. When the metal fabrication work is done, the TV screens are unboxed, holders fixed, and the screens are fixed in their respective positions. A trunking is fixed at the back of the screens to cover the HDMI, network cables and the power cables of the screens. This helps the work to look tidy. Next is fixing the power backup system. Here we use luminous batteries and the 24 volts inverter. Remember, we are using a 24 volts inverter, but the batteries are always 12 volts. So to make a voltage of 24, the batteries have to be connected in series. Whenever batteries are connected in series, the voltage increases or doubles. So from 12, while connected in series, it goes to 24. But when batteries are connected in parallel, the voltage remains constant but the current increases. But for this matter, in the series connection, we are interested in raising the voltage from 12 to 24. So we connect the batteries in series. Negative terminal to the positive terminal. When we were starting, remember I told you that we were having cameras which were almost like 500 meters away from the main control center, like you can see. And in order to connect those cameras to the main control center, we had to use a fiber cable. Cat 6 is always good at transmitting signals in distances which are 100 meters and below. But when it comes to long distances, it is always the fiber cable with the ability to transmit signals even in kilometers. So here we had to put up a fiber cable connecting the camera system, which was some 500 meters away, to the control center. Here you can see fiber splicing taking place to connect the fiber cables to the Ethernet. back to our main control center. After connecting the cameras, which are some distances away, you can see the control center started taking shape. Here on our system, you can see we have also put up some HDMI splitters, because we are going to have a lounge where some private control systems will be held. The computer you are seeing here is strictly for all camera operations. You can see the hard disks which are remaining, our rack, and the power backup system. When all the hardware setup is done, the different IP cameras are activated, configured, and given IP addresses which are sometimes dynamic or static. Each camera is given a name depending on the location, and then the NVR fed into the NVR, and the NVR gives us the live feeds on our screens. We have some videos strictly showing you how cameras are activated and given different IP addresses, so you can visit our videos on our channel for more details about that. This is now a general overview of the work done. The site is completed. The control room has been cleaned up, everything set up in place, and waiting for the work to be handed over to the site manager or management of the factory. You can see all the cameras were fully configured and fully connected, ready for viewing and ready for business. We request you subscribe to our channel in case you haven't subscribed. We thank you for watching, and for all CCTV work, please contact the Earth Engineers Limited. See you in our next project. Bye bye.